What am I doing? So, I just talk. I don't know where I am musically right now. I'm feeling a bit lost in it, so I'm not sure what to do. I am listening to Tamino recently, who made an album some time ago called Amir, and a very beautiful album. There's a few songs which I'm like a bit too samey, but then there's the songs that I like, Sun May Shine, Habibi, Indigo Night, which is just beautiful. I mean, Indigo Night is definitely the standout track. Just the storytelling ability in that track is just wonderful. And then I think it's just a real beauty to verses. But I just don't know where I am right now. I'd love to make an acoustic track, but I'm not skilled enough. Not skilled enough for the acoustic guitar. You know, I'm going on it whenever I kind of get the chance to. I love piano, but right now I don't know. Piano just ain't what I want. Also, piano is very difficult to record with anything other than my phone. Yawn. Stretch. So, just trying to figure out what it is right now that I need. I did some drawing the other day. I guess I've been enjoying drawing a lot recently. But it's difficult to, I mean, I brought this plug with me because I have a plug for my synth here already, but it's broken, so yeah, it's not really working. That's not the one, but I was certainly wandering with it. There was a drawing I did a couple of days ago, and you know, I like aspects of it. A flower, the bird's not bad considering I just doodling. You know, there's certain things that I like to do quite often. Eyes, birds, flowers. I do like doing flowers. Flowers are such interesting things. But it's something that I did. Really quite different, but also still got aspects of things that I do like. This mother trucker here, very Sauron inspired, obviously, you know, but I mean, the owl on the chest, quite like that. And I had these magnetic things when I was younger, and the knee bits are very much like one of them. So, yeah. But it's definitely in this one. Aha, yeah. I added onto it. And this little guy playing a guitar, which I quite like. But you know, it's one that I'd first done it with just that wrist and hand and strumming the strings. Then I realised immediately the strings were way too far apart. But you know, I thought, hey, You know, if I get back to it, just adjust it. And yeah, I quite like it. I feel as though the creature behind is pouring the ideas into the musician's head, but the musician's not quite. I mean, they look human, they're humanoid, but I wouldn't call them human. And yeah, quite like that piece. Sometimes you draw something, you think, where is that going? But then it like kind of comes together because I'd only done the bits, the bridge between the eye for like the snake or dragon, however you might want to look at it. So I'd only done that bit, and then yeah, I did an eye, and I thought, oh yeah, okay. Now I just got to finish the mouth in a way that looks. I don't know how I want to do the mouth. That's the thing. You know, you have a flow, but then you get to a point you're like, okay, I'm not sure where to go now. But right now with music, I mean, I did a track called, it's a name for a sticky weed. You might know sticky weed, it goes by another name as well called Sticky Willy, haha. And yeah, because I'm stuck. And sticky weed, when you're covered in it, man, it's so irritating. When you were like in school, and you know, people would throw it on you, and I think it does it for everyone. You just feel it on your skin. You're just like, you know, it's kind of one of those feelings that really like. I don't know, makes your mouth go kind of, and yeah. Right now, when I have time alone, I'm trying to think of what to do musically, and I'm on the bus or something. I'm nowhere near my music, and I just envision music. And then when I get in a space where I'm like, I can record some, I can do some. It's just a real struggle. And I think, in a way, I'm like, you know, if I want to make an acoustic track, I've got to find the right chords, the right notes, and you know, I've got some notes that I mean, I've got these little acoustic passages I like. I have one that I've done for quite a while, which I always just play every so often, but I don't know. I could record it. I like it. I might as well play it now. Fuck off hair. I love my hair, but I hate it at the same time. Oh, why does it feel wrong? What am I doing? Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing wrong. Just can't do anything right now. Yeah, I like that. One thing also is like there is the whole thing about when you start recording, and just it seems like your ability just gets a bit constricted. You're like, I got to get it right subconsciously, even if you're not saying it out loud. Like, you know, I'm just like, you know, I'm playing without recording, and I feel like it's like, and then I record, and then it just goes tits. It's annoying, very annoying. And I think about, like, I don't know, I just gotta, I don't know, in ways I'm like, I talk to my aunt. My aunt says, you know, creativity is just something you just gotta let come to you. You just gotta let it, like, just flow when it does. You know, sometimes maybe I go chasing it too much. Don't know. Sometimes it feels like it's there, and then I'm maybe too desperate to grab it. Instead, I gotta exist with it. And I don't treat it like an object. Which I don't think I do too badly. I think I, you know, respect the moment somewhat. But yeah, I think that's the thing. When you're recording, it kind of, you have to take yourself out of the moment. When you record, it feels so much more segmented, which makes it harder. And I know, like, you know, there's always artists out there that I listen to that, you know, they'll do so many takes of one track, and I mean, that's cool, because kind of easy for them, because they've got one person for every aspect of a track. Maybe they'll scatter some effects throughout all of it, post, you know, their initial recordings. But, you know, I kind of do wish I had that, in a way, because then, yeah, you could just, like, you know, get in a studio. Now, sure, you still got to, like, organise it in a way where it's like, okay, we're playing in this key, or, you know, if that stuff matters to you. Or you just jam until you find something, and then it's relatively simple to find your loop, I suppose, with everyone else. And you can do verse, chorus, verse, or whatever. But for the most part, it's a lot easier when you've got a group of people, because when you're by yourself, it's like, unless you're putting a whole track together and you've got a whole track already, there's only one sound ever going at one moment. One person you can pay attention to it, one person who's got ideas going, which is you, yourself, and that's fun, you know, because sometimes I have made tracks in the past, I'm like, yeah, proud of that, you know, all of it was me, which is pretty cool to think about, you know, but still, I just, but it's good, it is good that it's difficult to do, because if it wasn't difficult to do, then it wouldn't be a skill. It'd just be whatever. It's like walking. I don't know. Walking, I look at my kid and I'm like, you know, he's really good at it now. He's gotten so good, but it's like how long it took him to get walking, how long humans in general just take to get walking, because we're so poorly structured in that sense, you know, when we're born, compared to other animals. And yeah, it's a real difficulty, you know, being able to walk, because as one of my teachers once said before, like in uni, walking is perpetually falling, and you're just stopping yourself from falling. That's all walking is, and that's just, you know, it's like, yeah, walking is a very interesting skill. Yeah, you're just preventing yourself from falling forwards, which is funny. And if you walk backwards, you're just preventing yourself from falling backwards. That's as simple as it gets. Of course, our bodies aren't really made to walk backwards, but, you know, yeah, it's funny. But yeah. I've been getting dizzy. I think I make myself dizzy with all the want to make music and all that. And, you know, it'll just be, I mean, the fact that I've you know, gone on my guitar today, the fact that I've thought about stuff musically, tried to find chords, it's something. I should be proud of myself for that. But, you know, I think like a lot of creative people, there's no point. There is a satisfaction. I was going to say there's no point of satisfaction, but there is. You know, satisfaction is not what should be chased though. Satisfaction's a side thing. It's something you get and you're like, oh, I'm really proud of myself. It's good, nice that it feels nice. That's not the point. The point is expression ultimately. And you'll be satisfied because you've been able to express yourself in a way that you feel is done good. Is good. And anything other than that feels like a lack of communication, an inability to communicate, which already feels overwhelming in a day and age like this. So one of the only conclusions I can draw is I can do something like this where I talk directly to someone. Whether you're paying attention or not probably clicked off because, you know, there's a lot more bigger names out there crying for attention to focus on. You've got your own stuff as well to focus on, of course. Depends what kind of person you are, really. I hope you're a person who makes something, does something that, you know, speaks from you, from your heart, because you got plenty of uniquities, and you should express that with probably what little time you have, because, you know, presumably you're working class like me, don't get a lot of time, you know. Top of having a kid as well, it's difficult. I love him so much, but it is very difficult now being creative because I have to prioritize him, which, you know, a lot of people kind of always thought I couldn't, but of course I can. You know, it's you know, I just I love my creativity, and I'm always going to do that. But, you know, some things are silly questions, you know, when people are like, oh, when you have a kid, do you think you're going to be able to give up music? I'm like, I'm not giving it up, but they're going to come first, no shit, you know. Like, that's such a silly question. And I feel like, I don't know, the idea of giving up on a dream, like it's a dream, it's not a dream, it's something I do. Just like someone hangs up their washing or something like that, I do it. Because it makes me feel a lot of different feelings and expression, ultimately. Makes me feel expressed, makes me feel heard, even if no one's listening or no one is there to listen at all. I hear myself, and love listening to my music. You know, I think I need to make albums. I need to like actually get I mean, I remember, because the thing is, mindsets change so much so frequently. I did have like big difficulty with time, like time just slipping away, time out of my hands, like time just like constantly overbearing, time. Nowadays I'm a lot more steady. Time doesn't affect me like it used to, and so that whole idea was kind of like never got fulfilled. It's a shame, but that time passed, and I know when I look at my tracks I can see themes of kind of not taking shit, I suppose, you know, I'm not one who's going to shy away from who I think's to blame for sources of the problems in this world. And my tracks go into that. They go into emotions of childhood and joy, feelings that, you know, just can't, a word just can't be placed on, because it's just so much. I'm not letting myself have a break. I feel like I'm too often having breaks, but it's not breaks, that's the thing. I'm not actually having breaks, I'm working now. What would be my break periods is just work periods, and that's not break, that's not resting, that's just doing something else. Resting is not doing anything and being okay with that. I'm very bad with that. You know, to think in my mind that these next couple of days off I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to rest. I'm like, no, I can't do that, but I should do that. Yeah. Anyway, gonna end this video. Hope whatever you've got going on, you know, maybe you've got an awesome project that you've almost got finished. Maybe you're just starting one. Don't beat yourself up too much if it doesn't get complete. If you get something else going on, you're like, oh, well, that one's kind of been and gone now. It is what it is, passage of time and all that sort of stuff. We change, our inspirations and our ideas change and all that. Just as long as you're doing what feels true to you. That's my problem right now. Just trying to refine that, trying to saturate that bit, that core and that essence that I feel strongly about. And I feel strongly about a lot of things. Maybe that's the thing right now. Maybe I feel too strongly about too many things. Want to do this, want to do that. You gotta focus. Try and focus. But it's difficult though. It's not like a game. It's not like, I don't know. It's very difficult. It's difficult. It's not like work. Work, it's like, what tasks do I have to do? Cool, they're already being assigned for me. Housework is a bit like that. It's like, what housework do I have to do? Washing up clothes, making food, something else, mowing lawns, I suppose, cleaning toilets, sinks. A lot of that maintenance shit that no one wants to do, but well, shit, I guess it's got to be done. Music, expression, creativity is so much more just, I really want to say lucid. I don't like the definition of lucid. Lucid should mean dreamy, but no, lucid means the opposite of that. Lucid means like sober, means like awake. I don't like that. Lucid doesn't sound like it should mean that. Lucid should be blah. That's what lucid should be. But yeah. So that's what I want to say. That's what I want to say to describe music is blah. That's music. And yeah. I should probably get sleep. My boy had me up at 5 o'clock this morning, so probably also explains why I'm a bit, yeah. Let myself get good sleep tonight. That's what I need. I need good sleep. So do you. So do you. That's the end. That's the end. That's the end. Have a good rest of your day / night. You beautiful boy or girl, woman, man, lady, gentleman. however you like to be referred to. Oh no. I saw plenty of phrases. Your Eminence. That's a non-binary praise, you know, because it's good to have that in mind as well. Just all of you, actually. Just all of you. Don't really care actually what way you identify. I'm just going to call you Your Eminence because, yeah, you are. I worship you. When you rest upon your pillow tonight, wander in your land of gods and goddesses, if it matters. Honestly, does it matter? Does it matter? Should we have gendered versions of that, or should God means all, means God means any? So maybe we should find another word, I think. Another word, deity. Always love deity. I think deity is just neutral, non-binary. It applies to all. Deity. It's a good word. We should use that one more than God. God. Don't like the way it sits in the throat. God. Ugh. Yuck. You know what I mean? Deity. Ooh. That's nice. That's nice, that is. But yeah. I'll upload this to YouTube because why not? Why not? Yeah. Alright. Have a good one.